Hi everybody. I just want to say everybody's beautiful, you're beautiful, and I'm beautiful, and let's have a beautiful day. So I'm going to get started with my SMAS, which if you are not familiar with it, it is where your intestines is being compressed between two blood vessels, and it's hard to eat, it's hard to keep food down, and it's hard to go through everyday life. So I'm gonna read some of the comments on my computer. It's right here, so if I'm looking down, that's why. I'm just reading the comment and I'm gonna respond to it. So someone says, hello, I know it's been a bit since you made this, but I was diagnosed with SMA. My doctor says there's no evidence/studies done to know if gaining weight helps this disorder. Has it helped you? Please, I could use some hope. So that was for my video, SMA syndrome health update, my weight and diet. That was that video. So if you guys want to watch that video, it was made a couple years ago. You guys can go on and watch that video. But I did respond to that comment, and gaining weight has helped me so much. Like, if you guys can see my face is puffy because I gained some weight. So how I gained that weight is I ate small portions with high protein, with high amount of fatty foods, and I gained weight. My doctor told me eat whatever you can and see if that helps. So I was eating whatever I could, which may not have been the best advice on his end, telling me to eat whatever I wanted when I wanted, but you know, there's no studies done on it. So I guess I was a test subject. Or he was just trying to, you know, tell me something to eat more. I feel like when I was going through my SMAS, a lot of doctors thought that I was bulimic or anorexic, and they would just tell me to eat more. And I'd be like, I can't, like I physically cannot eat more. So that was hard to go through all of those doctors and find one that trusts and believes me, and it was just a lot. It was a process. You guys can watch my old videos to see all of that process, but back to what I was saying though, because I was just reading this. Okay, so they want to know if weight gain helps the disorder, and the answer is yes. In my case, absolutely. What happens is when you eat more, this is what my doctor, he was a general surgeon, and this is what he explained to me. If you eat more, you can build the fat around your arteries, and that way the artery is sticking up and the fat is holding it right here, instead of no fat being here and the artery drooping. And the drooping is what's causing the intestines. So this is my intestines. These are the arteries, and they are literally squeezing my intestines shut. So if you rebuild the fat around your arteries, ultimately just eating more, they will not droop on your intestines and compress them, but they will be at the normal state that they are supposed to be. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. That's how a doctor explained it to me. So, and at the time it didn't make too much sense, because I was like, how am I supposed to gain weight if I cannot eat? Like, I was so upset. I had a nutritionist, I had a general surgeon, I had a vascular surgeon, I had a GI doctor. Like, I had all of these doctors trying to come together to figure out a plan for me. And in the end, it was a lot of prayer. I'm be honest with you guys, it was a lot of prayer. I would literally sit and cry in my bed or over the toilet throwing up, just praying to Jesus every day about my syndrome and for him to fix it, for him to reverse it. I always say I'm not gonna cry. Okay. I always say I'm not gonna cry on camera, you guys. I'm not. So anyway, it was a process. Like when I tell you it was a process to get to where I am today. So sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're too big. Y'all, I am not too big. It's just more weight than what I'm used to. Because I was never this weight. This is the heaviest weight that I've ever been. And I am so thankful. I'm not going to complain about it. I am so thankful that I was able to gain weight and get rid of that syndrome. When I tell y'all, it is reversible. A couple months ago, I'm thinking I still have the syndrome, but a couple months ago, I went to the hospital because I could not eat. I could not digest anything. Like, I kept throwing up for 10 days. And I thought my syndrome came back. And I got real scared. And I was like, oh no, it's back again. And at the time, I didn't realize that it was reversed until I went to the hospital. I just thought my symptoms were back. And I went to the hospital and they took a scan of everything. And they said, we don't see your blood vessels compressing against your intestines anymore. So, I tell you guys, this thing is reversible, okay? I have my scans from years ago when it was blood vessels compressing against my intestines. And I could see. To now, I have new scans and it's not like the old scans. It looks normal. It looks healthy. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm a mess. Okay, hold on. Okay. And I always say, like, I'm not going to cry on camera. Like, I look at other people crying on camera and I'm just like, what is wrong with them? Are you okay? Like, but no. Here I am crying on camera, so I totally get it. Anyway, so let's continue with the comments and let's see what else I can answer. That was just one comment and we're already at 10 minutes on this video. So I'm going to read more comments, you know, in the future too. But yeah, that comment was so special to me just because it's so many people. Like, when I look at my channel, there's so many people with SMAS trying to find help. And, like, asking me questions about it. And I just want to be a hope for somebody, you know? Like, it can be reversed. And you can live a healthy life. Because I thought I was going to have to live like that for the rest of my life. Like, I couldn't even go to dinner with friends without thinking I was going to throw up at any moment at the table. So, yeah. I hope that this reaches who it's supposed to reach. And And I hope that this gives you some hope, because if you look at my old videos, I was so thin and sickly looking. And now I got this puffy face and I love it. So, all right, you guys, look at your success, process, and stay blessed, okay? And I will talk to you guys another day.